Guys, so today I am painting this guitar coat hook. This is actually a coat hook that my Thea gave me. Well, I guess not really. So my mom usually has garage sales with along with a neighbor of ours, and so my Thea knows that, and she gave us a bunch of stuff that she wanted to get rid of, and she said, like, if you sell them, just keep the money. It's fine. I don't want them. Because she was literally just going to throw them in the trash. This is what she does. So, yeah, my Thea, was just getting rid of some stuff. And one of the things was this Dallas Cowboys themed guitar hook that belonged to my cousin. And me, I'm not a fan of the... Well, it's not that I'm not a fan of the Dallas Cowboys. I'm not a fan of football. It's just not my thing. I don't know. It's just not my thing. I'm more into baseball or hockey if I had to pick a sport. So yeah, I'm not a big football fan, but I really like the guitar shape, and because that's something I don't know, because I like music and I always wanted to learn the guitar. Fun fact, I actually have a acoustic and an electric guitar, and yes, I barely know how to play. I'm only now learning through musician. Is that what it's called? Musician? What I decided to do is that I would just kind of paint this into something that I would personally like. Also, sorry, I don't really have a picture of what the guitar looked like before, because I kind of just started recording after I had already gotten started. But if I managed to find a photo from Google, here it is. So after some thinking, I decided, so I didn't really know what to do with it. I was thinking about just kind of make it look like an actual guitar. But then I kind of realized that I'm going to have to keep the big star because I don't know how to get that out without ruining it. And also it didn't really bug me too much, the star. So, I'm keeping it. So whatever I did, I had to find a way to incorporate it. And I thought, oh, why don't I just do a galaxy theme? Because I think that looks really, like anything painted galaxy, it looks really cute. Then it was time to try and paint a galaxy. One problem. I have never painted anything galaxy at this point. In addition to that, I decided to not watch any tutorials. So what I ended up doing was just looking up pictures of galaxy or things that were painted galaxy themed, and just look at that and just try and figure it out on my own. I'm pretty sure I said this in the Plague Doctor mask, but it's always helpful to look up how to do things and not do them on your own, because you will mess up. As you can see in the video, I kind of gave, in the first attempt, I gave up and was trying to go for more of a sunset type vibe over. I think what I was trying to do was trying to do like a sunset over the ocean type thing, because I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, and I figured it'd be easier to paint a gradient than to try and figure out how to paint a galaxy. But instead what I ended up doing was I just ended up waiting a day or two, and then I came back at it. So what my thinking of doing, like I said, I did not know how to do this. This is just how I figured it out. If you know a better way of doing this, feel free to tell me in the comments. So what I ended up doing is firstly what I did, it was that I painted the entire guitar this very dark blue. I didn't want to make it black because I didn't want to make it too dark. So I just went with this dark blue paint that I have. By the way, I don't think I waited for anything to dry while I was doing this. If it mixed, I let it mix because I thought that would make it look a little bit better. So then what I ended up doing was, I believe I used this semi darker purple paint that I had. I either had it or I mixed it. I can't remember. And I ended up just kind of taking my brush and just kind of tapping on the entire the entire guitar to try and make it look like clouds. And then I would do that with every single color that I used, which was a darker purple, a lighter purple, a light blue, a little darker, not as dark blue as the background, and a bright pink color. a pinkish purple color, if I remember correctly. And I just kind of let all of those just do their own thing. If they, like I said, I did not wait for anything to dry. Because I thought it would look better if they managed to mix in. So that's what I ended up doing, and somehow it actually worked. You know, second time around. So that's pretty much all I did to get this kind of galaxy effect. And then afterwards, it was time to do the star. Now for the star, I was thinking about like whether to kind of keep the galaxy going on top of it, but I wanted to make it its own thing, you know. So instead, what I did, I just left it black. Well, not black, the navy blue, I'm gonna call it. And I just left it like that, and I just took my silver paint and I just painted the edges of it. Now that I think about it, it's kind of like how it was before, but just a little bit darker. And also the lines are not as straight as it could have been, but you know, it looks good. Also, another thing that I did was that I also used that silver paint and I just added some little speckles to look like stars. And then once I managed to do the main, I think it's called the body of the guitar. I don't know much about guitars. Please, again, correct me if I'm wrong. And then so after I was done doing the body of the guitar, I went up the neck and just paint that. I don't know if the like kind of wiggle worm look was a good idea, but you know, I didn't really know how to do it, and I just went with it. I think it looks fine. I probably should have only done half of it with the galaxy clouds. I don't know if that's what they're called, and the other half just the navy blue, but I think it's fine. You gotta work with what you got. And then once again, after that, just add the stars and then try and do a little bit of of like where the things go. Again, I don't know anything about guitars. Please tell me the names of them. Although it's kind of fun, like something I kind of didn't realize until after I was done painting is that like the hooks on the neck, I made sure to try and keep the paint away from the hooks. But I didn't do that for the one at the fourth one by the star. That one's completely painted. Another thing I should have done was like cover them up. I would like either cover them up or paint them, and not do that. But it's too late, I guess. And then I just kind of did the same thing for the head of the guitar. I don't know what it's called. I'm just assuming because I know that it's called the neck. It's whatever's on top of the head, the neck. And that's pretty much all I did. Just kind of trial and error, which honestly kind of works. I mean, obviously, look up a tutorial if you don't know how to do something. But, you know, sometimes it just kind of shows that sometimes just trying works too. And that, I don't know, I just feel like that's just how I learn more. I don't really learn too well if someone tells me something. I feel like I work better when I just give it a shot, you know? Oh, yeah, something else I also did afterwards, which I didn't record, was that I used that silver paint from the stars, and I added it to all over the guitar because I felt like it needed just a little bit more silver. Also, fun fact, this is actually my first ever recording of something that wasn't a digital drawing. And I don't know, I feel like you can probably tell. And also, I didn't have at this point I didn't have a tripod. So I was using a Lysol wipes container to hold my camera up. Okay, and even though it took a lot of time and patience, we're finally done. Was it kind of hard to do? Yes. Did I give up at one point? Yes. What did I still paint? If I had to, would I paint this again? Definitely. I don't know. I really like how it turned out. I really like how it turned out, and now I have something that I would and it's also something that is more my style. Well, that's it for now. I'll see you next time. Bye!